The girl came to the wealthy family's house to apply for a maid position, but as soon as she sat down, her skirt tore open to cover her exposed thighs. She lied that it was too hot, quickly took off her jacket and tied it around her waist. But the next second, the wealthy man walked over and enthusiastically shook her hand. The girl could only awkwardly introduce herself as Lucy. Although the girl's resume had no standout points, the detail of her covering her thighs made the mistress feel much more favorably towards her. She immediately hired her. However, the woman did not know that this was the most conservative outfit Lucy had ever worn. The mistress then asked her to start work immediately. Although the salary was high, the job was simply to make her paralyzed son happy. Lucy was overjoyed when she heard this, but when the mistress opened the door, she was completely stunned. She heard Will let out a piercing scream. Lucy was truly terrified, but he quickly stopped and sharply pointed out that the girl's skirt was torn. Will's rudeness made Lucy look foolish. She finally realized that Will's earlier behavior had been an act. Though she was inwardly resistant, she chose to smile and greet him for the sake of earning money. However, the next day, Will suddenly fell seriously ill. Lucy initially thought it was another prank, but when the nurse helped Will undress to cool him down, Lucy noticed cuts on his wrists. She couldn't understand why, despite having billions in assets, he would choose to take his own life. Until one day, she overheard Will's parents arguing, and Lucy finally learned that Will planned to undergo euthanasia in 6 months. Her father chose to understand and support his son's decision, but her mother strongly opposed it. It was then that Lucy finally understood why her work contract was only for 6 months, because that was the length of Will's life. Lucy couldn't accept this job that was essentially sending someone to their death, but every time she returned home, she tried to convince herself to persevere. Her father was unemployed. Her mother was at home taking care of her grandfather. Her sister had become pregnant out of wedlock and had a child, yet still wanted to continue her university studies. The pressure of supporting a family of 5 fell entirely on her shoulders. When Lucy told her sister she wanted to quit, she faced strong opposition. Worried about tuition fees, she urged Louise to hold on to this high-paying job. Now that the school had a daycare center, it was his chance to change his fate. For her sister and his child, Lucy chose to persevere.